So yes, part two also. So the chapter name is industrialization and social change. So you can see here industrialization and social change, right? So industrialization, the establishment and development of industries, and how it is linked to social change. What is meant by social change? Changes in the society. In simple terms, we can say that changes in the society, samajika marpu. So, industrialization helps in bringing changes in the society. So, what kind of changes? Technological, or like scientific, production of goods. All this will be changing. So, in this, we will see that first, what are the topics we are going to cover in this chapter? The first topic is introduction part will be there, where we are going to see that where the industrialization started, how is the process of industrialization started, who is a person or who is a philosopher or economist, who are the people who has given this word for the first time, like industrialization, industrial revolution, ఎవరిచ్చారు ఈ పదాన్ని first time ఎక్కడ? Okay, then how the industrialization helped, in what sectors it has helped, in the development process, what is the role of industrialization. Now we will see that the first country to have industrialization is Britain. So why Britain is ahead compared to the other countries in the process of industrialization? So why is this ahead? Mundundi enduku.
Sir, your
What,
video is not clear, sir.
what are the reasons behind it? Maybe net the problem from your side, not from my side. Okay. So next, technological development. So in the process of industrialization takes place when there is an increase in the technology, or vice versa also. Like when the technology increases, industrialization process will become fast. Okay, then different types of industries. So due to the increase in the industrialization, what types of industries have developed? So you can see coal and iron and coal industries, cotton spinning and weaving industries, then invention of steam power. So what is a steam power? How the steam power is used? We will see steam engine. Who invented the steam engine? So the invention of a steam power made the transportation faster than ever. Then competition, technological changes which has taken place in the society due to industrialization. What is the position of workers? Then how the lives of the people have changed, especially the workers' lives. Then we'll see women's, children, and industrialization. So, what is the role of women and children? What problems they are facing? So, positive and negative of industrialization. Then we will see industrialization in Germany and France. So, how the industrialization started in Germany, when it started, how the process took place, how the competition, how the industries that all taken place in Germany and France. So we'll see that why Germany and France are lagging behind compared to England in the industrialization process. What is the reason for that? ఎందుకు వెనకబడింది? Understood? Yes, my dear children. Is it clear? So let us
Yes,
see
sir.
about the introduction part. So the economy and the economy and the industries in Britain, that has changed completely between 1780s and 1800s. 50s, because that was a period of industrial revolution. That was a period of industrial revolution. And the term is ipadam, the term industrial revolution was used by European scholars for the first time, like Georges Michelet in France, Frederick Engels, okay, Frederick Engels in Germany has used this term for the first time. Okay, now it is Arnold Tony B. Okay, Arnold Tony B from England. He's a philosopher and economist. Arnold Tony B is a philosopher and economist who has used the term industrialization, industrial revolution for the first time in England. Okay, and industrialization has made a lot of development between 1760s and 1820s, 1820s. And there is a lot of like widespread in development in the Britain due to the industrialization. There has been many changes in the society and in economy in many countries, not only in Britain, in many countries due to industrialization. Okay, so in this chapter we will see the important changes that has taken place in this industries like iron and coal, cotton and spinning and weaving industries, how there is a changes, developmental changes. Okay, positive and negative changes also we can see. So when industrialization started in Britain, as the new technology was introduced, because of this new technology, it is possible to produce more compared to earlier. Okay, so earlier people used small scale industries and small scale production, but as a technology has increased, industrial process has taken place, many new machines were invented. For example, steam engine was invented. Steam engine was used for transporting, like transportation sector lo tremendous changes have taken place due to the invention of steam engine. Railways, roadways, even ships, okay, using the steam power to transport or to travel from one place to another place. So it became faster compared to the earlier stages or earlier days. Okay, and invention of new things, okay, took place in the industrialization process. Industrialization brought many changes like prosperity. Even the lives of the people started prospering. Of course, in the early stages of industrialization, people faced many problems, particularly workers, because in the early stages of industrialization, there was a lot of force from the industrial owners towards the workers. Workers were not given any kind of benefits. Workers were forced to work for more number of hours, but slowly the working conditions of millions of people have started changing. In the industrialization process, particularly the life of the women and children has changed. So we'll see both like negative and positive aspects of industrialization. So after, like when they are facing many problems in the early stages, there were many revolts by the common workers or the people working in the industries, especially women's. Okay, due to the protests by women and children, finally the governments of many countries were forced to make laws for improving the conditions of the workers and work also. Okay, work limitations, laws related to timings, work timing, benefits to the workers, minimum wages to the workers. So many laws are made which are trying to improve. Earlier it was not there. Even the government was not focusing on the workers' situations because in the early stages, government's focus was development of industries. See, if they focus on the people, they should focus. They should not focus on a label. They should focus. But in the early stages, government was uh, having a very little interest in the workers' development because now if there is any problem in the worker side, then production will stop, industries will collapse. First thing is let the industries become strong, let them settle down, then they can concentrate on the development of workers working in the industries. So in that way, after some years of progress, when some protests, revolts started against the industrial owners and government, then government has framed some new laws, rules, regulations related to the industries or the workers in the industries. There are laws related to industries, means laws which should be followed by the industries and laws related to the workers also. Okay, workers की अंदिंచాల్సిన benefits, schemes, work hours, minimum wages. So these all related laws are there. Understood? So in our next class, we are going to see about why the industrialization first started in Britain only. Why not the other countries? What is the reason that industrialization first started in Britain? What supported that industries were developed in England first? See, there are many other developed countries like France, Germany, USA. Why the industrialization has not started in those countries? First, see, today every country is in the development process. Every country is industrialized. Every country is doing best for the industrial development. But the process of industrialization started in England. So reasons to start and go. Okay. So like we have political stability in the England, we have agricultural revolution in England. There are good towns for trade and business. Okay, and there are some financial assistance also in England and colonies. The most important thing is Britain had many colonies under its control. So if industries are started, if the production is on the large scale, for the Britain, it is very easy to sell those products. The colonies వల్ల two benefits ఉంటాయి. They can collect the raw material from the colonies at a cheaper prices. They can use those colonies for selling or marketing their produce. So as the Britain has more colonies, it was easy for the Britain to collect the raw material and to sell the output also. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I will just,
Yes, sir.
uh, yes, any doubt? So we tomorrow
No,
in our next class, in particular, we are going to discuss about why and what made the Britain to develop fast in industries or industrialization first started in England. Reasons for that. Is it clear? Hmm?
okay, sir.
So, do you have any doubts related to the particular topics? Yes. Do you have any questions to ask?
No, no, sir.
Hmm? No.
No,
So you don't have any doubts, means you don't know anything. You are not ready with the information. So once again, you see what are the topics we are going to learn here. Introduction part is already completed. So tomorrow we'll see why Britain, what are the reasons that Britain is the first country to have a development in the industrial process, industrialization. Then due to the industrialization, technological development has taken place in different industries like iron and coal industries. How the development took place in iron and coal industries, then cotton textile and spinning and weaving industries also. There is a lot of changes. And steam power, how the steam power helped in the industrialization process, especially steam engine was invented, which was used in the ships, railways, and in running the machines in the industries, the steam power was used. Then competition also increased. You can see about the workers working in the industries, workers conditions who are working, and we can see particularly women's conditions, women's situations, and children's condition, children's situation who are working in the industry. See, in the earlier days there was no rules that the children should not work in the industries, but as the development took place, government started focusing on the children. So many laws were brought. Today the child below 18 years cannot work in the factory. Okay, it is not allowed. Child labor is not allowed in our country, right? Then we'll see about the industrialization in Germany and France. It is all topics related to common, like England, and commonly how the industrialization developed. Spandana to everyone. What is that Spandana? Respond, otherwise it will be serious. What link you have sent? What link it is? You tell me that. Instead of listening to class, you are enjoying. So, so is this topics clear? So tomorrow we'll continue with the reasons for the development of industrialization first started in England, Britain. Okay.